What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Daily Walk with Lance. This is where I take my morning Bible devotional, I record it and upload it and share it with you guys. Like I say before every video, don't view me as a spiritual leader, pastor, prophet. I'm not. I'm just the average Joe trying to show other average Joes that even with a busy 9 to 5, you could fit more Bible in your life. You could do more. Only worshiping and being in the Word on Sunday mornings is not enough. We should be in it every day. And I'm not saying, obviously, the more the better. But if you'll even take 20 minutes out of your day to just sit down and be quiet and learn, you'll learn more about how God moves. You'll learn what, because you get to see these ideas in your head, and you're like, okay, which one's God, which one's not, which one is which, and the only way you can do that is to study the Bible yourself, study to show yourself approved. But anyway, we're gonna get right into it today. Today we're going to be talking about the contrast of the upright and the wicked. So we're going to be in the Old Testament today. We're going to be in the book of Proverbs, chapter 15. As always, I'm in the New American Standard Bible. And let me see how long this is. We might do like the first half. And it reads, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge pleasant, but the mouth of fools sprouts foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, watching the evil and the good. A soothing tongue is a tree of life, but perversion in it crushes the spirit. A fool rejects his father's discipline, but he who complies with rebuke is sensible. Great wealth is in the house of the righteous, but trouble is in the income of the wicked. The lips of the wise spread knowledge, but the hearts of fools are not so. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. The way of the wicked is an abomination. The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but he loves the one who pursues righteousness. There is severe punishment for one who abandons the way. One who hates a rebuke will die. Sheol and Abaddon lie open before the Lord. How much more the hearts of mankind? A scoffer does not love one who rebukes him. He will not go to the wise. A joyful heart makes a cheerful face, but when the heart is sad, the spirit is broken. The mind of the intelligent seeks knowledge, but the mouth of the fool feeds on foolishness. All the days of the needy are bad, but a cheerful heart has a continual feast. Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and turmoil with the treasure. Better is a portion of vegetables where there is love than a flattened ox served with hatred. A hot-tempered person stirs up strife, but the slow to anger calms a dispute. The way of the lazy one is like a hedge of thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish man despises his mother. Foolishness is joy to one who lacks sense, but a person of understanding walks straight. Without consultation, plans are frustrated, but with many counselors they succeed. A person has joy in an apt answer, and how delightful in a timely word. The path of life leads upward for the wise, so that he may keep away from Sheol below. And Sheol, that's hell. The Lord will tear down the house of the proud, but he will set the boundary of the widow. Evil plans are an abomination to the Lord, but pleasant words are pure. He who profits illicitly troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes will live. The heart of the righteous ponders how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. Bright eyes gladden the heart. Good news refreshes the bones. One whose ear listens to a life-giving rebuke will stay among the wise. One who neglects discipline rejects himself, but one who listens to a rebuke acquires understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction for wisdom, and before honor comes humility." And again, that is Proverbs chapter 15, and I just went ahead and did the whole chapter. It's like 31 verses. But again, this is something I've touched on many times before, about how there can be two almost identical things And intent it ended up being what mattered, and whether it was the right thing to do, wrong thing to do, or the right answer to give or the wrong answer to give, intent is everything. And then also he talks about a father's discipline yet again. It's not discipline for the sake of being a tyrant. It's discipline for the sake of he knows better. It's like the father tells his son not to put his hand on a hot stove. It's not because he cares about the stove. It's because he knows if his son puts his hand on the stove and it's hot, it's going to burn him and it's going to hurt him. And so that's the point of discipline and obedience when God is correcting you. And you got to be willing to hear God say, "Nope, you're not. I'm not doing that." Or if there's something He asks you to do and you don't want to do it, it's even if you don't fully understand in the moment, and even if it doesn't make sense, if it makes no sense, if it frustrates you, you still do it because it's ultimately God can see into the future. He knows what's going to happen, so trust Him with it. That's all He's saying is trust Him with the knowledge and power that He has. He created the universe, so obviously, if we're living right and living for Him, He's going to do whatever is best for us. He's going to do, and sometimes that means discipline. Sometimes that means a punishment. Sometimes that means being told no, and it's not because He doesn't want you to have a certain thing or live. It's because He knows it's not the right path for you. Everybody has a little bit different path, and that's why it's so important to have that relationship so that hey, this one thing, when most people do it, but I don't want to take a specific example, but like, say there's something in your life, you enjoy it every now and then, but it's not really a big thing. You can let it go whenever you want. And then there's other people who have that same thing but can't put it down. So God might tell them, hey, you make an idol out of whatever this thing is, whether it's traveling, food, whatever. If you make an idol out of this, then you just can't participate in it at all because you go overboard. So that's what He's saying is reach out and know that even if you don't fully understand, a wise person knows that God is far more wise and to trust Him. And there was one part. Oh, and he talks about being slow to anger again. As Christians, we should try to defuse situations more than create them. Now, there's obviously certain times where, I'm not saying you can't defend yourself or nothing like that. I'm just saying, let's say you get into an argument with somebody, and instead of just spouting out evil back at them, be kind, be loving, and maybe even walk away. Like, again, it's God wants us to be slow to that anger, and if we end up asking God for help in a situation, He wants us to have exhausted every possible human thing first, and not necessarily that I'm saying that wrong. Basically, He wants us to be more patient with each other, and that goes both ways. No matter if you're in the right and they're in the wrong, or you're in the wrong and they're in the right, whichever way it is, He wants us to be slow to anger and actually talk to each other and work things out. Especially in America, we used to be all about that. Not so much anymore. Now it's either you're on one team or the other. And anybody like me in the middle is just kind of lost. Or like the people who don't care about politics at all, they're even more lost because I care a little bit, but the guys that don't, it's when you try to create two camps, it doesn't work. Not with 330 million people anyway. There's just too many different thoughts and ideas. There was one more thing I wanted to add. Oh, and I talk about how the Lord knows your heart already. And it's right here in this chapter. It says, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, watching the evil and the good." So God's always watching. I mean, that's the whole point. He has angels meant to just take record of everything we do. So, like I said, he already knows. So just be honest with him. Come to him honestly and ask for help, and then be willing to accept his answer. Because like it says, where it's a little bit further down. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Sorry, y'all. I thought it was right here. Huh. All right. I lost this verse altogether, so I'll just move on. And then he also talks about how we're supposed to help each other, like with plans of how to do things, and not to just be that lone ranger, but to help to come together as a community and help each other. And man, sorry, I'm still stuck on trying to find that verse. But anyway, I think that's just gonna do it for today. All right, y'all. This is the first time one of my videos. If you would, please drop me a follow, hit that like button, share the video, leave a comment, do all the interaction. That's just the way the algorithm works right now. The more interaction, the more it wants to push a video out. So small creators, we need all the help we can get when it comes to the interactions. Um, oh, excuse me. Even if it's just like, if you leave a comment and it's just praying hands, like even that will help. Outside of prayer, the best way you can help us is with the algorithm. And like I said, the algorithm, it's all about interaction. And do this for anybody that you enjoy their content, not just me. Do it if you enjoy their content, pray for them and interact with their videos. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.